are coming to you live from the Hollywood Roosevelt. I'm Tyrone Edwards, and tonight I'm here with Lainey and Liz Trinnear. And to be honest, we wait all year for this night, and there's so much to break down. Let's go.
Well, let's start with the big winner as Anora wins Best Picture.
Look, we get to see Samantha Kwong very happy as a Canadian representing. Got a chance to talk to them on the carpet. Wow. You know, I mean, we knew it could win. I don't know that I expected it to win or to go 5 out of 6 of the nominations that they got. This was a domination. This is a sweep. Grab a broom, please. Sweeping is happening.
Well, I think it tells you what the industry thinks of this film. Yeah. And a quick story. On Friday night, I went to a cocktail, and Robert Downey Jr. was there. Jennifer Aniston was also there, and it was in celebration. Like, a lot of people from Anora, people were talking about Anora, and I overheard, because I'm an eavesdropper, I overheard Robert Downey Jr. talk about how much he loved that film. And Jennifer Aniston had said previously in the season, like months ago, that Anora was her pick. So tonight's win represents how many insiders in Hollywood wanted and were rooting for this movie to win.
Wow.
So let's point out the fact that it was an indie as well. Like, this is not always the case with the Oscars, that we see an indie flick take home the biggest prize of the night. The other thing is preferential voting. We've talked about it. And so perhaps this wasn't people's number one choice, but it could have been everyone's number 2 choice.
Yeah.
That's key.
Yeah, I mean, I'm circling right back to the 5 out of 6. That's dominant
wild
at the Oscars.
And one more thing, we were all saying there's not going to be a sweep of any movie, right? And
yeah, no, that's how we've been promoting this
exactly.
to you at home. We've been promoting this all week, that it could go anywhere, not just to Sean Baker and cast.
But the season seemed competitive, right?
It
did seem like it was a 3-way race between Conclave, The Brutalist, which had some wins tonight, and Anora. We just didn't know that Anora would be that successful on its scorecard. 5 out of 6 is pretty extraordinary.
Oh, wait, can I give a shout out to Yura Borisov, though? Because I love him. I thought he was incredible in the film. I'll be very quick. Sean Baker said he's the Ryan Gosling of Russia. So shout out to Yura, wherever you at, baby.
Now, we're talking about Anora's 5 out of 6 wins, right? One of those wins, Mikey Madison, is the surprise winner of the night and takes home Best Actress.
I will say this. One of the first things that came to mind when I see Mikey winning is the fact that her actual personality in real life and this character that she played are so strikingly different. Like, they couldn't be more different. So there was something that Sean saw in her to know she can do this, 1. And then 2, like, oh my goodness, how do you go to such an extreme? That's real acting. So if we're talking about who acted the best far from their actual nature, shout out to Mikey.
Listen, happy for Mikey. Congratulations to Mikey. I gotta say, though, I'm a bit choked, maybe more than a bit choked, for Demi Moore. I mean, Demi Moore was seen as the favorite coming in. There were some signs that perhaps Mikey could take it because Mikey won at the BAFTAs, and I get that. But I just feel like the Academy doesn't like to reward young men. One of the reasons Timothée Chalamet lost is because many people think he's too young, you know? The Academy also, in this, I don't know, category for Best Actress, to me, I'm taking it as, what's your problem with older women? Because Emma Stone last year won Best Actress for playing literally a baby in Poor Things. And, you know, Mikey Madison is a young actress who is in a provocative role. But I'm choked about Demi Moore losing. Happy for Mikey Madison, but both things can be true. Both things can be true. I am choked for Demi.
I am with you on that. You know, we both really stand with the substance, especially that performance. And it was just the story that we wanted, the comeback story for Demi. But Mikey's 25 years old. What were you doing at 25 years old? I'll tell you what, I was not doing that. I was not stepping up on that big stage. But the other thing I want to point out is Quentin Tarantino. He was on stage, and Sean Baker says, if it wasn't for you casting Mikey in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, this wouldn't have happened. Anora wouldn't have happened. So I think, you know, we're going to see a lot more.
Saying?
Well, I don't know. There was just some. I'm just saying that it was put into the universe.
We could have. If we had looked closer, we could have read between the lines. Is what you're saying?
This is what I'm saying.
Well, you know what? There was also an emotional win for Zoe Saldana, who takes home the win for supporting actress.
I mean, listen, I love the part where she gives a shout out to her husband and his beautiful hair. I love to see people loving on each other.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about that acceptance speech. I mean, her performance is her performance. It was incredible. I'm skipping to that acceptance speech. When she made it about her grandma, she gave it, like right there, you saw it just go off in her mind right there, her heart, everything. That moment was so genuine and so real. I honestly had tears in my eyes. This one was for the culture, it was for the win, it was for progress, it was for a future that we want. It is for us to finally get through this little weird, place and season that we're in. And I just saw a lot of hope from that win for her.
You know, some of us have been fans of Zoe Saldana since a little film called Center Stage. If you know, you know.
Okay.
This is a person who has been working in Hollywood and sometimes struggling as a woman of color for a long, long time. So she has built a really strong, storied career, and this is really just the cherry on top of all that work.
For me, it's kind of the win of the night because I just loved that speech. She was crying. She was like, mommy, off the top. And it
so
got
good.
me. You know, you felt it. You felt how much this win means to her. And if you saw the performance, you understand why she received this award. So, Zoe, we love you. You look like $1 million tonight. We loved her outfit. We
$1 million?
Fashion.
You know she's the fourth highest grossing
Billion
actor of all
Good
time.
point.
Little interesting
Good
fact.
point. $1 billion.
$1 billion, baby.
Exactly. So what about that James Bond tribute, though? Lisa,
Yes.
Ray, Doja Cat. They really delivered.
As a Blink, that means Blackpink fan, for those of you wondering, I was so thrilled to see Lisa there. But also, Lisa's the first K-pop artist to perform at the Oscars, so history was made.
Shout out to Lisa, but also shout out to Margaret Qualley because she was dancing and moving those dancing feet. And then Doja Cat shocked me, surprised me, entertained me all in one. I did not expect that, and I didn't even realize that I was going to be that interested in this tribute, but I should have known because Halle Berry introduced it all.
Oh, Halle Berry forever. Ray sang Skyfall.
Yes.
Now that's big shoes to fill. Adele originally sang it.
Yeah.
However, you know, on the internet, there's a lot of chatter. You know, some people are like, don't touch Adele's songs ever. But, you know, I think this might be a little foreshadowing that she might be on the next soundtrack. I really do think Ray is of the moment right now.
Call.
You know, Billie Eilish has done
Yeah.
this. I'm just watching how music trends go. And honestly, the Bond franchise could use Ray on the soundtrack.
It's the Liz
Wait,
Trinnear
so
crystal ball.
I still think we should maybe not touch Adele. Just
I know, but
Okay.
a little shade in sunny California. And you know, we'll have even more on all of this on Etalk tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern on CTV. But listen, we're just getting started here, so don't you go anywhere because Etalk, after the Oscars, we'll be right back and we're talking fashion. Find out our top picks next. All right, well, let's talk about fashion. We want to hear from you. Yes, everybody at home, get involved. Make sure you scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen now so you can vote. Be a part of the conversation. Get in on our poll and it all the star looks.
Okay, we're going to talk about fashion trends because, you know, at the Oscars, these new trends emerge on this red carpet. And one trend that we saw was a lot of sculptural looks. So let's start with Ariana Grande in Schiaparelli. I think she looked amazing. And, you know, the construction of the dress, the top looked like armor. It was a corset, a lampshade situation. I really, really enjoyed this look.
But it sounds like a butt. No butts in there?
Okay, here's my butt. I
Okay,
wasn't going
'cause
to bring it up yet.
yeah.
But I wanted to let you guys talk about how much you liked it. But the butt that I'm bringing up to is that 5 months ago at the Academy Museum Gala.
5 months ago.
Yeah, Davine Joy Randolph,
Yes.
who won Supporting Actress last year, wore a dress that looked like this. And
Oh, that's very similar.
I'm just saying that, and this was Louis Vuitton. It wasn't Schiaparelli. So Ariana's was Schiaparelli. Devines was Louis Vuitton. And I'm just saying, like, is this okay?
Oh, we might be.
But what if it's like an homage?
Homage to 5 months ago?
Guys, I'm trying. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel. I'm trying to find the source. But I will say that it was a really pretty moment. She worked the carpet.
Yes, it was beautiful.
She practiced her poses, and she also used it as a table. One time, she stood up from her seat, and she had her phone resting on the dress.
I'm crying.
A function.
She also sat on the edge of her seat, like me in an economy flight coming to LA.
I will say though, when I say is this okay, I'm talking about the designers, not Ariana. She can wear whatever.
Yeah.
Schiaparelli versus Louis Vuitton. What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on over there? Cynthia Erivo.
Ooh. This.
You see that?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to scan that QR code because
she took my breath away. Can I just say that we both were screaming when she walked on our screens. Yeah. And that collar, the velvet, the green, the alphabet, you know, she is just Riche and owning this carpet.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me, like seeing this was like, it was art. Right, and sometimes I don't always love campy, and I don't always love when things are too artsy. But this was fantastic. This was, you know, the end of the yellow brick road in terms of award shows for her, and she brought it. She showed up. She understood, and I want to see that reflected in our poll. Where my people from home, are you guys loving it?
People at home are like, what is that? 3.25.
3.25.
Yeah,
that's it.
Okay. All right. Okay. How about this one? How about also for sculptural, Whoopi Goldberg? Right? You talked to Whoopi. You saw it right up close.
I just want to say this. For me, I geeked out when I saw Whoopi Goldberg, okay? This dress almost looked like gel aluminum. It looked like it could just like form into like I don't know.
Terminator-ish, right?
Like it could turn into a cart and then drive her into the show. But it was elegant and it was so much more, let's say, soft and feminine and than what we typically see Miss Whoopi in, and I think she nailed it. I have her as one of my best dressed for the night.
Okay, I have to say that we're going to talk about best dressed now and what we preferred because those were the trends that we saw. But we also have, each of us, our personal favorites.
Yes, we do.
Allow me to begin.
Go for it.
I will begin with Timothée Chalamet, who did not win the Oscar, but he was dressed in the color of the Oscar, and honestly, he was dressed for modern Oscars. Yeah. As in, this is not a traditional look. It's not conventional for this event at all, and yet he said an all-yellow suit, maybe denim, why not? Why not? I love it.
It's also like one of the colors of the spring. Like spring trends are going butter yellow. I love butter yellow, and I think, you know, him and Kylie were spotted in the audience. There's so much chatter on Twitter about it. They were making out in their seats in the front row. But I think he looked cute. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would make out with Timothée Chalamet in it, but I really love the fashion.
What in the what? All right, well, don't forget that QR code at the bottom of your screen.
What? 3 out of 5? I need to scan this QR code. Well, Liz tells us about it.
I know.
Liz, top pick of the night.
My top pick.
Who would you make out with in the front row?
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry! Halle Berry!
Forever, always an icon.
Consensus
she
here,
is in Christian Siriano.
Yes.
And we know Halle Berry can even repeat an outfit on the red carpet and still make it work. But this moment, it's metallic, it's mirror ball, it's beautiful. It just looks like the Oscars.
Yeah, let those stars go up. Let those stars go up.
See, this is what's up. This is what's up.
Wait, whoa, why is it fashion? Why does it drop?
Back up. Let's go.
Because more people are in
Okay, come on, everybody.
Can I describe this dress? I want to describe this dress. What I'm seeing right here is we're seeing a woman that, wore Ellie Saab 20 years ago, wore it again, looked better in it this time. Now she's been breaking barriers, breaking hearts. Now she's got some broken glass.
Oh, well, okay, I see what you did there.
You understand me?
Why don't you keep on your roll then?
I'm trying to get 5 stars, Canada.
Who's your best pick, though?
My favorite?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine.
Moving
on. Jeremy Strong.
Jeremy
Strong. He was so strong with the fashion. Olive green tux, Loro Piana. I've never seen a tie like that. I saw him at the Golden Globes, absolutely loved it, even though I was out on an island because I love the bucket hat. But here he comes. Look at this. Look at those lapels. He looks absolutely sharp. He looks confident. He knows he's the best dressed man at the 97th Oscars.
Make out with Jeremy Strong, wouldn't he?
I'm hanging out with Jeremy Strong, front row. Believe you me.
Okay.
I'm just enjoying you, enjoying Jeremy.
Can we get Canada? Can we get some more stars for Jeremy?
You know what I love about Jeremy Strong?
What?
He takes risks. Like, it's risks, but not too risky. Like, it's fashion moments.
It's Laurel Piana, too. Like, I mean, oof.
You could tell Tyrone's going to be tracking that outfit down so it can be seen on your body.
I'm absolutely floored by that. He was my absolute favorite. And you know I'm a Timothée Chalamet fashion friend and fan at the same time, equal parts. But Jeremy Strong, winner, gagnon.
Well, I mean, you mentioned Timothy, right? And I think that Timothy sitting in that front row in that prime position, that's the best seat in the house. Mm-hmm. The Academy chose to put him there next to Kylie Jenner.
And didn't give him the award?
And didn't give him the award, number one, but also kind of used him to attract a younger audience because, of course, like, this is the younger generation's movie star. You know how people talk about Leonardo DiCaprio? Mm-hmm. In a few years, all the actors on the come up are going to be talking about Timothée Chalamet like that.
100%.
So, and now we know that he and Kylie are that serious that he knew where he was sitting, and he had his mom. We saw him with his mom on the red carpet, Liz.
Yeah, and we thought that was it. And then we saw him take a sneaky little back route to get into the awards.
To meet Kylie.
That's why he was taking the sneaky route. Because he was like, Mom, I'll meet you soon. I got to sit front row with my girlfriend.
Yeah. Here's another thing. When we talk about men's fashion, obviously, I love fashion. I just think it's so much fun. But the one thing I will say about Timothée Chalamet, even though Jeremy Strong is the winner tonight, is the fact that Timothée Chalamet always does so much work with the jewelry. Mm-hmm. You know, I've seen him do custom Prada to match his outfit and Bulgari jewelry, and then tonight he's got this like brooch choker situation that goes with this canary yellow. Wow, wonderful. And I just love
Kylie.
Plus Kylie. Yeah, shout out Kylie. What up, Kylie? How you doing?
Okay, we have to take a quick break, but coming up, we are going to break down Ariana and Cynthia's wicked opening, plus a touching tribute. That's all when Etalk, after the Oscars, returns. Yes, you saw that correct. Adrian Brody throws his gum at his girlfriend, Georgina Chapman, as he makes his way to the stage after winning Best Actor, which I do not think that was a winning gesture towards his girlfriend. Let's leave it at that. That's the most generous thing I can say about that.
Just swallow the gum, or don't have gum in your mouth if your award's up next.
Yeah, he's going to wonder why she's quiet in the car. Well, there are lots of laughs throughout, but there was also a very powerful moment when the show honored the Los Angeles Fire Department, and a group of firefighters received a standing ovation, yes, for their brave efforts fighting the devastating California wildfires. Absolutely love this. And you know what? We wondered, how would the Oscars honor our first responders and the LAFD? And they did it well. And they not only made it very serious and meaningful, but they also made it really funny, unfortunately, for somebody who was at the butt of that joke, but it was worth it.
Which was the tone of the show, right? And the fires, they only happened 6 weeks ago, right after the Golden Globes, and just days before the Oscars were going to announce their nominations, which, of course, kept getting postponed. So we weren't even sure if the show tonight was even going to happen.
Right, and as someone who lived in LA at the moment of the fires, I can say that it was just so refreshing to see this camaraderie, this community come together and just uplift one another. LA is standing united, and tonight we saw that.
Yeah. You know,
I think that that was the tone, right? Of positivity, togetherness, and that's why I think they asked Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo to open the Oscars, kicking things off perfectly with their Wizard of Oz medley.
Incredible people, incredibly talented people with powerful voices, and I think they achieved what they aimed to do, which is get the show started off right.
Well, Lainey and I are going to be singing this at the after party.
We're holding
each other's fingers.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
But it was my favorite moment because all of us were tearing up. We were all goosebumped, and we were so excited.
Well, I wish we could talk all night, but listen, we got to wrap things up.
Yes, we definitely got to wrap things up. Bye, guys. Say bye, everybody. Bye Canada.